Okay, I'm ready.
today on the hot seat we have an amazing woman all the way from Indonesia today, which is just extraordinary. Now, Sonya, Anita, and I go back a long way. We've known each other for a while. We've been following each other for a while, stalking each other for a while, which is quite fun. Anita's business is Our Coaching Universe, and she's working with entrepreneurs and startups and really helping people to get to grips with where they're going in their business, and has been doing some amazing things. So, Sonya, would you like to just perhaps start us off today with a bit of an introduction about where you're from and why you got into business?
Oh, yes. Hello, everyone. It's been a pleasure to meet you today, and I'm very happy to be here. It's an honor, and thank you, Lauren, for having me today. It is a great chance for me to introduce myself. I am Anita Sonya from anitasonya.com. So if you haven't known me yet, I'm a high performance transformational coach. But right now, I would like to focus myself to help entrepreneurs and the startups, the introverts who are scared in front of the camera, where actually, the live video is not only a need but also a necessity today, right? To leverage your brand through streaming. That's why I would like to help them to be in front of the camera, to be confident to go live streaming, to introduce themselves, also to introduce their brands or their programs, their products, whatever they want to reach their goals and to get more customers, of course, through live streaming.
Brilliant. I love it. Yet having that confidence to get in front of the camera and to just, the technology is one thing, but the confidence that I always talk about, the itty bitty shitty committee, those little voices in your
Yeah,
head.
I love that words. I learned that from
Yeah,
you.
you're not ready, you look dreadful, you don't sound good. I always hate the sound of my
Thank
own
you so
voice, which
much.
is hilarious. So all those things that hold you back. So Sonia, you started your business in
Mm-hmm.
2020, right in the middle of
Yes.
the pandemic. So why did you do that?
Because I was hit really hard from the hard knock university in life through the
Yes.
pandemic. Actually, I've been falling a lot, but you know me, I always get up after falling, after maybe people say that it is being failed or, losing my business during the pandemic, during the crisis. I've been facing all of them. I've been in adversity since I was a child because I was different. I had different mindset from the local cultures, because I would like to be better in each day, to be the better me in each day. So yes, actually pandemic pushed me to go online. I have been how do you call it? Branding myself 3 years from, nobody to be someone who is known, and I know the great people, including you, who give me the clarity of what personal branding is, because I have learned from many people before, but I got confused what to do. What is the step that I need to take first? You know that the first step is very important. That is very crucial to go where we want to. No matter what our goal is, if we don't have clarity what to do first, then we will get lost after that because we took the wrong way, right, to go to our destination. That's why I started to go online. I decided to build our coaching universe, even though before I've been in entrepreneurship and then I tried many fields. But this is the field that make me happy, I always get enthusiastic and then, very, very optimistic about this business because live streaming is a huge industry. You can imagine how many people who are in the restream, how many people who are in the StreamYard, for example, and it keeps what is it increasing in each day, right? Also, there are thousands, millions of people are on YouTube every day. They would like to show up, to go to not only to get the likes or the followers, but they would like to share the values. That's what I want to do. So first, I didn't make any programs. I didn't offer my products or programs, but I just go live streaming for 100 days to show my commitment, my consistency in live streaming. At that time, I interviewed Joe Pardo last year, and he talked about consistency in live streaming. And I was scared, I didn't get in proper equipments. I didn't get those expensive mic. I do not have those expensive what is it, like the Apple laptop or something like that. But I did it. So yeah, at first there were so many naysayers, right, saying that my English is not good, my pronunciation is not good. But then I told them, this is Sonya English, not American English or Australian English or British English. This is Sonya English. And then after building that mindset, the right people surround me. The
Mm.
experts support me. They don't care how many audience that I had, They don't care what kind of equipments that I had, but they just would like to share the value with the world. They support me in my vision, my goals, so that the people can connect with the experts easily, to find the right experts, to mentor them, to coach them, to train them, something like that, Lauren. So yes,
Mm.
and I was very happy that 100 days live with Sonia was done. And it gave me a accomplishment feeling, so that maybe the belief that you have to build your confidence first, so that you can do something. But it is different with me. I am the opposite. I do something, then when I accomplish it, and I feel more confident. In each day, I feel much more confident while doing 100 days, like with Sonia. And then I'm going to do the next event in June also, right?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Listen, you've just shared so much in a short space of time. I just want to talk about a couple of little things in there. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you started during a pandemic because you had to do something. And I love that.
Yes,
But what I love about it was the fact that you said, much as you take action, it's so important to have clarity. And I
that's
think
true. That's true.
probably the pandemic's done amazingly good things as well as some horrific things in terms of encouraging people to get online, trying new things, getting into stuff that they hadn't done before. But I wonder how many people have jumped into the online world without any
Mm-hmm.
clarity around what they're trying to
Mm-hmm.
achieve and what they're doing. And what I love about what you've done, Sonia, is you are very, very clear on what you're
Thank you.
trying to
Thank
do.
you.
And
Yeah, that is because of you. I've been learning from you for about 2 years, right? In about
I'm an
personal
apprentice.
branding.
Brilliant.
And I wasn't afraid to ask something, even though maybe the other people think that is the stupid question. But that was what I really want to know. I don't want to get lost anymore. I don't want to waste my time and energy for something that didn't bring me to my goal or my vision. And then that's why I really need someone who get that clarity.
I love it. So have a goal, have a vision, but more importantly, take action. That was the other thing I got from what you said was look, you don't need to
Yes.
be perfect. You don't need to have all the technology. You don't need to have the right. I love the Sonia English. That's so fun. This isn't, don't try to be somebody else. Be yourself, and go and do it. Now, so Sonia, when you're doing that, I know you say,
Mm-hmm.
confidence. Confidence for you is not an issue. You get confident the more you do things. So if
Yes,
you
that's
tip
true.
someone who might be listening and going, oh, I really couldn't do that. What are some of the things you've helped people with to get the confidence to go, okay, great, I'm going to do some live video?
You need to challenge yourself. Actually, there are so many guru who said that you can record your live streaming, and then after that go to live streaming. But it doesn't work for me either. You see that I have to find the right formula, the right form for me, because no matter what, if you record it first, then you have the mindset that you can delete it anytime. Well, if you go live streaming directly, whatever happens, when the people comments, when the people react, you have to interact with them, and it is the challenge that you have to face. So nothing can be the worst if you do it. You can think the worst, of course, what will happen to what is it, to minimize the risk or to minimize the obstacle. But you have to challenge yourself to go live streaming. Of course, you can practice it first. You can record it first, but it doesn't challenge you the same way if you go hit the button live. That's what I did. So yeah, I did it that way. Of course, last 3 years I had a lot of excuses not to go live streaming, because it is very difficult to find the quiet place. It was very expensive to go to the studio for the radio, for example. It was very expensive. Even on the cafe, there were loud music, even at the Starbucks. And that's why I invested at that time to go live streaming for the first time to interview my guests at the hotel. And because I thought that the Wi-Fi was more stable. Also, you know that in here, in the developing country, sometimes the Wi-Fi play on us, the technology play on us, so we cannot do that perfectly. Sometimes we something happen, you see, like the neighbor or many things. Then I didn't do it. But then, if I keep waiting for the perfect time to do it, then I will not do it. Then that's why I push myself. And what should I do? I made the big event, 100 Days Live with Sonya in February, right? Yeah, people say it was a crazy idea because 100 days not only, you know, 1 week or 2 weeks, right? And then also the people say that it will be difficult to get the speakers. But then I share in your group and also the other coaches group. There were more than 500 people. But then it was really waste time to connect with those people, right? And then I didn't know their quality. So I asked one or two experts at that time to refer the great speakers who are fun to work with. This is very important. I really need the speakers, the expert who are fun to work with because you know my condition. And I would like to have someone who accept my condition. Not they don't need that I have to be expert in live streaming at that time. I didn't know anything about live streaming at that time. And then I didn't know what kind of platform that I can use in live streaming or what kind of equipment that I can use in live streaming. But I learned it by the time doing it. And you know what, with that consistency, with my commitment, and then there is a big company, Restream, and you know, Restream is also like I can't say did I competitor of Stream, yeah. But Restream sponsor me. Can you imagine that? I never think that a big company like that can sponsor me. You know, like to support my goals, and it means that I feel they started to see my potentials in the live streaming universe or live streaming world or our coaching universe, of course.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So there you are. If you're
Mm.
listening to this and you are, you know, really concerned, you've not got any confidence, you're not sure about getting out there and doing video, especially live streaming, there's Sonya sitting in Indonesia with, and I've got to be honest with you here, Sonya, our internet in Australia is as rubbish as yours. So when
Really?
doesn't
Honestly.
understand the technology, doesn't know, but she had an idea. She had an idea. She had clarity around who
Mm,
to talk to. I love the fact that you also set standards. You know, 100 days live with Sonya is a big BHAG. That's like a big, hairy, audacious goal anyway. But in a way, I love the fact that it is actually relatively easy, isn't it? To jump online, turn things on and just get them going,
mm,
even if you're learning as you go. And so many people do it, and the quality is not there. And you don't have the interesting guests, you don't have the great stories. And much as you can go and
mm,
do that stuff, if you don't have the clarity and you don't have a purpose and you don't have a reason why you want to make it really good, you could end up making something that no one
mm,
wants to listen to anyway. So those are awesome, awesome lessons. So if you have just tuned in, you are listening to the Audacious Hot Seat, and I'm here with our very special guest, Sonya Anita, from the coaching universe, all the way from Indonesia. And you can find more episodes like this at the Audacious Agency's YouTube channel or the Rocket Launch Your Business Facebook group or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Now, Sonya, this whole idea, 100
mm.
days live with Sonya, on earth did you come up with that? Were you drunk? Was it like a bolt from the blue? What made you go, I'm going to go live streaming for 100 days in a row? How on earth did you come up with that idea?
Yeah, because there is a belief that if you would like to build a good habit or healthy habit, that you have to do it minimum 21 days or 60 days. But I do it 100 days right away. You know that I am crazy and I'm famous because of it, you know, because I'm crazy. So I get the crazy friends like you are. So that's why. So that's it. I didn't have any complicated idea or something like that. No, just simple. I just want to be commitment, and also to be consistent in live streaming. And then if I imagine if I do it myself, it will be boring, right? Because
Mm.
there are so many people who do it for 100 days and then also even 1 year in a row that they go live streaming, but they don't have the expert, the famous people, the big people, the huge people who are already reached their goals in life and business through live streaming. So that's why I recruit them to work with me, to support me, to help me to to reach my goals in 100 days live with Sonya. Of course, not everyone has the same vision as me, but then the right people surround me after I choose the right people. So no need to be afraid if you know nobody. Even I didn't introduce myself what my achievement was in the past, because I would like the people. I would like to know how the people treat me from zero, from nothing. That I have no program, I have no good equipment, and then almost nobody know me at that time, right? But then now I'm famous, Laura, you see.
I love
I
it.
started to be on other host show, and they are very, very famous. They support me to promote my programs also, and that's why I have the braveness that to hold my next event, and then I have to reschedule because I had the condition that impossible to make it next week. So we rescheduled it into 21st until 25th June for online World Summit for live streamers with Sonya. So there
Mm.
will be more experts. Of course, not all of them were in 100 days live with Sonya, but there are new speakers, new experts, and I still open the opportunities for the speakers or the sponsors to join with us, and also for them to register as participants.
Brilliant, brilliant. I love it. So again, a couple of real gems in there. If you're listening and you're thinking, wow, this is awesome. What do I learn from this? Number one, if somebody says it's going to take 30 or 60 days, plan for 100. I think that was brilliant. That was such a stroke of genius to go,
Thank
I'm not
you
just
so
going to make
much.
this a habit, I'm going to make this a thing. So 100 days live. Secondly, one of the big lessons I think, and lots of people should learn from this, is you knew you couldn't do it on your own. The best way to do it was to get other people alongside you and growing your
Yes,
audience,
it's to
growing
work
your
with
reach,
us.
and inviting other people to come to your show. There's some wonderful things that happen when you do that, Sonia. One, you get amazing guests, of course, amazing guests and great stories and really good value and great
Yes,
content.
including you. You support me there. Thank you so much.
Thing you get is you get their audience. So the minute you're interviewing somebody on your show, they're then going to share it with their audience, and you're going to grow your database and your following so much faster. I know I talk to a lot of people and they've got great goals of I want to reach 1 million people, or I want to change 101,000 lives, or whatever it is. The best way to do that is by growing a tribe. So it's such a great lesson, Sonia, to do that. And the next lesson is, of course, the fact that you didn't just stop there. Now you've got your next thing, your summit that's coming up.
Yes,
So tell us
yes.
a little bit more. I know you've given us the dates, but tell us a little bit more about what you're doing and who you're looking for and how people can support you with that.
For my next event, what I'm doing now.
Yes, absolutely.
So for my next event, online World Summit for live streamers, is like the high performers show from the expert around the world. So again, this is another international event, right? And then they would like to share their experiences and their expertise. But the most important thing this time is focus on how they gain it through live streaming, how live stream can change their life and their business. So this is that's why I would like to gather them. There are so many events, there are so many what is it, programs, but it is not particularly to collect the live streamers.
Hmm.
Sometimes there are experts but they don't go live streaming, they are still enjoying the blog or the other way to show or to show up themselves, right? But this time I really would like to have the live streamers who really get the benefits from live streaming. So that's why I hold that event, and I'm very happy that there are already some sponsors. Even though I still need many more sponsors to support this event, because this is a much more also you know that we can go faster for going alone, but I go deeper by working with other people. That's what I'm doing here in online world summit for live streamers with Sonya. Then I would like to reach my needs, which are the startups, the entrepreneurs, or also the introverts like me who want to leverage their brand into or through live streaming, because I know how awkward it is as the introverts to face the camera. I was scared of the camera since I was a child, and then I didn't realize it was brought out again in live streaming, so that I have to train myself in each day. It wasn't easy to be a host either. Maybe it looks easy in front of the camera when you watch it, right? But come on now, then those are the important people. Those are special people. Those are the experts. They have the good names. They have good image. They have huge names. They are very famous. So I was scared if I ask the wrong question, they will be, you know what I mean? Then without the purpose of the live streaming, we only waste our time and energy without any values that we deliver to our audience, right? So I learned
Yeah.
to be a better host, a better speaker, a better even organizer, even from 100 Days Live with Sonya, that I'm going to put into online world summit for live streamers. And hopefully, if the condition is better and then the people can travel again, I can make it offline in Bali.
Brilliant.
And there is a big company already who would like to sponsor if I do it offline in Bali, to invite the experts around the world to come
Fabulous.
for the live stream, what is it, conference, right?
Brilliant. I love
So
it. I love it. And I was going to
thank
ask you
you,
that
thank you.
very question because I can't wait until the world
Mm-hmm.
opens up again and we can travel, because we have to meet at some stage in person.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to definitely happen. It's just a case of when. So yeah, lovely. That's been awesome. I will put Sonia's contact details underneath the video. So if you want to get in touch with her about the summit and everything that she's doing, if you are an introvert or you are trying to grow your brand awareness or creating a personal brand and you're really holding yourself back from getting out there, jumping into video, jumping into live streaming especially, you need to talk to Sonya. You need to find out how she did it and ask for her help. So Sonya, it's been an absolute blast to talk
Thank
to
you
you
so
today.
much.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. I am immensely
Again,
proud
thank
of
you
what
so
you
much for
do.
having me here.
Oh,
Yes.
you're very, very welcome, gorgeous. And I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what happens with the live streaming summits and everything else that you do. And
I
really,
will.
anyone
I
who's
promise
listening,
to email you also as my sponsor.
oh, absolutely, of course. So if
Mm.
anyone's listening to this and you're thinking, for whatever reason, you can't do something today, just think about Sonya and what she achieved through knowing she could and getting on and getting it done. So thank you so much, Sonya. It's been a pleasure today to have you on
Lauren,
the
thank
show.
you so much for today, for the chance for being here.